Hi guys,
Welcome back.
Why do we always do that?
I have no idea. I think it's just our thing now.
Yeah, well, welcome back to episode 4.
Yep, of our Essence podcast. We hope you
Yes.
guys have been enjoying so far. You think they're enjoying it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you enjoy
And
it?
I know you guys miss seeing us.
Yeah.
Our beautiful faces. Yes, thank you.
Anyways.
So guys, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. You know, we need share it to everyone. Your friends,
Yep.
your boo thing.
Your family members.
Yes, church members.
Yep.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and comment away.
Yes.
And we want to hear you guys' inputs, ideas, criticism, anything that can help us be better. So make sure you add that in the comment as well.
Yes. Trust me, we're not going to be offended. So let us know how you really feel. Okay?
Yep. So let's get right into today's episode.
Yes. I'm excited because, today's topic is an interesting one.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think so.
Okay. So before we get started into the topic, we wanted to kind of talk about our week, how it went, the wins of the week, the losses. Did you have any win this week?
Wins. Oh, I would say, okay, I guess it was a pretty good week. As always, it's always busy. But, so my wins would be like accomplishing things off my to-do list and... Oh yeah, and getting like good feedback from my clients. Yeah, so it's nice to hear that you're doing a good job and that they're appreciating what you're doing. So this week was a good week for that. Like I got great feedback. Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
Losses. You want to say your wins and then I say my losses?
Okay, I can say my win. I guess my win this week was that the whole week was a bit stressful. So one of the things that I really needed was a me time. So a win for this week was having that me time. It was very well needed. And what I usually do for my me time is sit and just order some food and watch TV and just relax.
Oh my God. I'm in desperate need of me time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need that.
And I had the Moscow Mule that you got me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I forgot about that. It's in my room set somewhere. Oh, yeah.
So that was definitely well needed. So that was a win for me this week.
Yeah, I need to pencil in Elizabeth me time. Turn my phone off, watch a movie, something.
Yeah.
Maybe take myself out on a little date.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think it's always needed, at least for me, when I've been stressed out for days.
It's good to recharge.
Yeah, and I don't get that time, I'm like overwhelmed. So it was definitely good to have that time to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, so let's go to the losses. Maybe we should have started with the bad.
I know.
It wasn't that bad. Like when we say loss, we don't mean like losing someone or, it's
maybe
just
something you could have been better at.
Yeah, so week. I guess for this week, it wasn't that, I could have been better at. But my loss for the week is having to spend unnecessary money that I did not budget for.
Yeah, that happens sometimes though. Like you can't.
But it's annoying. Like, you have like when you have a budget, you have like a miscellaneous budget or emergency budget. But my emergency budget is not $300 and something plus dollars, and I had to spend that because I had to get a new printer because my other one gave up on me, and I can't do my business without a printer.
That can be frustrating. I could get that. I get that.
And I thought like maybe it would, because I was looking on Amazon and it was saying like $70 for a printer, so I was like, okay, I can afford that.
Yeah.
So then I asked my dad to like help me, and he was like, oh, those are just the office jet. That's not gonna do what I needed to do. So I was like, so then we had to go to Staples and then look at the laser jet printers that I actually need for the kind of paper I use.
You spent on this.
And then I saw the price tag. I said,
"Aww,
who's paying for this?"
Dang.
But it hurt, but God will replenish it in Jesus' name.
Amen. Don't worry.
So you people go and buy earring. Okay, go and buy necklace.
Support.
Yes, hire me to do your events. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get it back. Don't worry.
Amen.
All good things.
Yeah.
My loss for the week. I actually can't think of any loss this week.
Oh, that's great. That's amazing. It's okay.
I can barely remember what I did this week, but I know I was more stressed out this week with work than anything. So I guess like my loss is just feeling that stress of work. So yeah, that's my loss for the week, just that stress. But then the win is that I got to relax and kind of
have a good time.
So yeah,
relax your mind.
So my loss is the stress of the week. Yeah,
that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
So overall, we're grateful, and you know, it wasn't a bad week. Our family members are healthy and healthy.
Yeah. So. And then every week, you know, there's always something every week anyways.
As long as you don't dwell on that loss. Yeah. And you move.
It was just one of those weeks where I felt overwhelmed, felt stressed out, like things weren't getting done. So.
I think this whole month so far has been like that. But I try my best not to like dwell too much on it. Even though maybe in that moment I'd be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I'm mentally exhausted. And I always vent to my mom. My mom's my venting partner. But I just move past it eventually. Because if you dwell too much on that thought, you're just always going to be stressed.
Right. Yeah. But we made it through the week. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah. Until the next week. Yeah. But let's get right into today's topic.
I'm excited.
What are you excited about today's topic?
I don't know, because I feel like people don't talk about it enough.
What are we talking about today?
Talking about body image, body positivity, body dysmorphia, how you feel about your body.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a good topic, and it's something that I relate to 100% with. Because when it comes to body image, I think it's something that I struggle with a lot. Like I feel now I'm slowly getting better with it, but it's definitely still a struggle with like body image, more specifically like relationship with food for me. So
okay, yeah, I think Do we want to start with relationship with food since you brought it up?
Sure. Like, I mean, where should I start? So I don't know exactly when it started, but like maybe like towards the end of college, I start restricting myself or like started counting calories and watching what I ate and how I ate it. So I guess it started from ending of college into now. So like when I say I would be like counting calories and watching ingredients, like reading ingredients, like okay, this has this, I shouldn't eat that. Or like this has a lot of calories, I need less than 2,000 calories a day. So like watching all that, and even if I was to eat something I wasn't supposed to eat, then I would start like freaking out about it, or get like anxious about like, oh my gosh, now I'm probably gonna get like 10 pounds from eating this thing. And then it just went right into like maybe like I did different things where there was a time where I didn't eat carbs for a long time, or like just strictly eat like no dairy, no meat. Like it was just always like different things. Like so I tried everything. So I've always had a relationship with food, and then it kind of led to me like where I would start forgetting to eat. I guess subconsciously, like I'm thinking, okay, if I don't eat this, then I'll not gain the weight or something. But over time, it started affecting my body where like my metabolism slowed down, obviously, where even if I don't eat, I'll still, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of my journey into it. So like I'll start skipping meals. It started being intentionally, then it ended up being like not intentional. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
I think for me, I feel like my mom would say I've always not been the type of person that like ate a lot. Maybe that's how my mom. She doesn't think I eat. That's how she put it. So, so I would say maybe I've never really like had a good relationship with food in a sense, right? But I would say more so in college is where I was more intentional about, because I gained the freshman 20. Like it wasn't the 15, it was the 20. And I was swollen and I was not liking what I was seeing in the mirror. So that's when I actually, I think I downloaded, was it fitness something app, my fitness pal, something like that. I think
I downloaded that one too.
And then you could scan like whatever you were eating, and it would tell you the calories and everything. And then I put my weight goal, how many times I could guys, excuse my nails. Because I feel like I talk a lot, but just ignore it, okay?
Oh my god.
It's a process, okay?
That's the most realistic. Okay, I do.
Alright, so like I was saying.
You're gonna put that hand down now?
And then I just realized I'm over here doing.
I talk with my hands too. I noticed that, but
I'm expressive. But yeah, excuse it. It's okay. Alright, we'll fix it by the next episode. I hope. But what was I trying to say? Yeah, so it would tell me like what my calorie goal for the week should be based on the weight I said I wanted to be and how much exercise I could get in the week. And I think at that time it was telling me like 1,500 or to like 1,700 calories a day. So I would literally legit be counting the calories and trying to work out, and the weight wasn't moving or going anywhere. So I'm just like, what's going on? Because I wasn't used to that Elizabeth. Like, that's not the face or the body that I knew. Yeah. So I think that would be when like I started actually like counting calories. But then after a while, I think like maybe 2-3 years after that, I realized that doesn't work for me. Restriction. I think I did a juice cleanse for once, and the juice cleanse worked. So I realized that for me, it was just making sure that I wasn't putting like toxins in my body and just being a little more mindful. Because for me, when I restrict myself, I start to actually crave what I'm restricting. So counting calories and, this not good, that was not working for me at all. So I couldn't do it. I don't like being restricted. So what works for me, or what worked for me to lose the weight was like just being intentional about what I was putting in my body and being more active and working out. So I guess that's how I would. So now you cannot convince me to count calories. I really can't. Or convince me to like do a specific type of diet. No, I just eat what I want when I want, but in moderation. But then that also brings me to now, though. Even though I say I eat what I want when I want, I be forgetting to eat, or I don't be having an appetite, which is bad. So I think that's what I'm working on now. Trying to create like a timeline of, okay, Elizabeth, go and eat. Because you just work all day and then you forget to eat. So I always forget to eat. And then when I'm hungry, if I don't eat at that moment I'm hungry, it's gonna, after an hour, if I don't feed myself,
forget about it.
It just passes away, and then I'm not hungry anymore. And then I don't want the food anymore. So that's what I'm working on right now.
I'm still personally struggling with the eating stuff, but I'm being more intentional about it, because it's still definitely a struggle. Like when I say I've tried it all, I've kind of tried it all. Like there was a time, I guess I recently just kind of stopped. I would do intermediate fasting, and I that worked for a while. But then I realized that I'll be really hungry in the morning and not eat till like the afternoon, and I'll be cranky and not having any energy. So I kind of like stopped and started being intentional about eating breakfast, because naturally I don't eat breakfast to start with. Like even since high school, like I wouldn't eat breakfast. Like, not because I don't want to. I just never think to eat breakfast. So now I'm being more intentional about eating breakfast, but like healthy breakfast too. So I'm still kind of like in that like struggle way but now I'm just being more intentional about eating better, and not restricting myself, even though I still think about it a little bit.
I think for me, what I want to do moving forward is creating like a plan. Like my mom, we talked about this. Like, let's make a food schedule, like a food timetable. Because then, if I already have those meals prepped, or I already know, because sometimes it's also like trying to figure out what I want to eat. That already takes like an hour, and
I'm so bad.
That already turns me off from eating. So at the end of the day, I just pick up what's here and there. And then, but that's not getting me the nutrients I need. Right. So I want to create like a little timetable. Okay, today you're supposed to eat this. Okay, go eat it. And then maybe obviously you leave room for like flexibility. But if I already have something already scheduled for me, I feel like that would work better, and that would make me eat more, because I'm trying to eat more.
Right. Yeah.
That's my goal.
I think with everything that I did before, it definitely messed up my metabolism. Where like I went from not eating and then eating. It's like it messed my body up, I feel, because my weight goes up and down naturally, I feel. But the thing is, like, sometimes, have you ever had the moment where you look at old pictures and you're like, oh, I wasn't even that. What was I stressing about?
Me going into body dysmorphia. I like. Segue.
Yeah, so I had that moment all the time. Like, I would look back at old pictures. I'm like, why did I think I was fat back then? What was wrong with me? Because even now, like if I don't go to the gym one day, I'm like, oh my god, I gained 10 pounds just for not going one day. So yeah.
So that's body dysmorphia. How do we explain what that body dysmorphia is to them? We should have got a dictionary definition, but don't quote me on this. I feel like body dysmorphia is when you see yourself as differently as what it actually is, right? Like what you see in the mirror is not actually what
you
other
look
people
like.
see and what you actually look like.
Yeah. I think I definitely have that. Cause,
Yeah, we're being, honest with you guys. Yeah, I definitely have some level of that. Yeah. I think for me, when I look back at when I gained the freshman 20, when I look back, I was like, oh yeah, I was swollen. I'm glad I lost the weight. But when I look back at maybe 2-3 years ago, when I thought that, oh no, I need to lose more weight, I was fine. I was thick. I had my thickness. I had my little booty.
Yeah.
This was thick. I mean, all I really had was maybe my stomach wasn't toned. Or, yeah, but I was pretty much good. Well, I'm not saying I was pretty much good because I was still unhealthy because I was eating unhealthy. But what I looked like wasn't what I thought I looked like at that time. When I look back at this, it's just like, oh wow, that's not really what
you think you look like.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. Why do you think we have this body dysmorphia?
I mean, I can only speak for myself, maybe because for me, I compare my body to other people's body. So, in my head, I want my body to look a certain way. And when it doesn't, or when I know it doesn't look like what I guess media wants, the ideal body image.
So look like.
Yeah, so I start thinking I look bigger than I actually am. Or, I'm not as, I don't know, I don't look as good as I think I look because I'm comparing myself to somebody else or the social media ideal of what your body should look like. So I feel like for me, that might be why I think I look a certain way when I actually don't look that way.
Okay. I think for me, it's just I don't really compare my body to other people's body, but I just know what I want to look like. Yeah. And I know what my body is capable of looking like. Right. So I think I compare myself to myself, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I know that I'm capable of having this amount of inches or that amount of and my body's capable of, because naturally I have a shout out to my mama. So yeah, I have naturally. So I felt like if I just eat better and work out, why not?
Yeah. I don't know if this is silly, but I'll be on social media or watching TV or out somewhere, and if I see someone look the way I would want to look, then I start feeling bad about the way I look. And then by the next day, I'm already okay, I gotta cut this down, I gotta cut that down, I gotta go to the gym 5-7 days a week. So I start having all these things I want to do in order to look like this other person because I like the way their body type look. Does that make sense?
It does.
I see for that might sound a little silly, but I see for myself thinking that I'll be watching YouTube videos or watching TV and say, oh, this person has a great body. I'm going to go
get that right.
Yeah.
But we're not all built the same.
I know that.
But I'm speaking to myself too. Yeah.
That's actually something that I know, but my mind, or how was it your mind or your...
Yes, your mind.
Yeah, your brain I feel something different. Yeah. So that's my own thing on that.
I think for me it's I don't compare, like I said, I don't really compare myself to other people's body. But if I do see someone's body that's really nice, it's more of a motivation for me than why aren't you? Right. Yeah. So that's and for me, when I on social media, if I see anyone that is making me feel less than about myself or making me question myself, I just unfollow or block the person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was actually one of the reasons why I stopped being on social media for so long, because I found myself just comparing a lot, and after and that was around the time where I was very concerned about well, not concerned, but like overly like stressed out about the way I looked. So this is not really helping me right now. So that was one of the reasons why I was like, you know what, let's stop looking at the outside world and what they're doing. Let's focus on myself. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of like stayed out of the social media, so I'm not comparing myself or my body or how I am to other people. Yeah.
I also think that society plays a role in the way we see ourselves, because now, like, before it was breast implants, I feel like everyone wanted big boobs and everything. At one point, having a big booty was even frowned upon. They made fun of girls that had a big booty. Now everyone wants to have a small waist, big butt, like, you know, the figure eights shape. Everyone's getting a BBL. So like, and that's being praised more than people that have regular normal bodies. So it's normal for that to seep in, because if you're constantly taking that in and make you feel less than or make you not appreciate what you already have.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, social media plays a huge role in that, and not like in reality, some of our bodies can never be what is seen on social media.
Because we're not programmed that way.
Yeah, like that's the reality of it. But when you know, the thing is, like, we know these things, but we're still trying to get to what we know we cannot have. Does that make sense? Like for me, like, I know, like, my brain, I know that my body cannot be like that.
That's not the
I don't have the big butt. I have the boobs naturally, but I don't have the small waist. You know what I mean? But looking at them, like, oh my gosh, I could get that. Then I think, oh, why don't I have that? You know what I mean?
That's why I feel like it's good to look at your body structure and just try to get a better you. A better version of you.
Right.
Instead of a better version of someone else. I feel like if we just all look, oh, I want to get a better version of me, that's fine. Like, okay, even though I want to eat more and get my body more toned and build more muscle, I still love myself like this, right? So I feel like it's important for people to know that just because you want to change your body or create a better version of your body doesn't mean you don't love yourself or you don't like how you look. It's okay, like, because I feel like some people think that, oh, because you say, oh, you want to gain weight, or because you want to lose weight, it means you don't like your body or you don't love yourself. That's not what it means at all. And I feel like it's good for us to portray that out to the world more, that you can love yourself, love your body, you know, and still want to make changes to it.
Oh, yeah.
Or natural changes to it.
Yeah.
I personally feel like people might take offense to this, but I feel like anyone that has to go to the level of getting, like, surgery, butt enhancement, those kind of things, is, like, seriously insecure about, like, their insecurity is past the level of, I don't know, like, that means you must really, really feel bad about that thing. Because everyone just says, oh, if I have the money, why can't I do it? I feel like it's deeper than having the money.
Yeah.
And no one is talking about that. And we need to talk about that more. It's someone has to be going through something mentally to want to alter their body so drastically. Because nowadays, the plastic surgery has become so drastic. Like, you see this one person looking like this, and then tomorrow they look like this.
Come on.
And then everyone is saying, oh, if they have the money, let them die. Yeah, I mean, it's your body. You can do whatever you want with your body. But I want us to practice self-love more and teach people more that it's okay that you don't love yourself right now, or that you don't like what you look like right now. But there's things you can do to get yourself there. I feel like there needs to, before anyone does surgery, there needs to be like a mental health check.
Yeah.
To make sure that person is actually mentally, what's the word I want? Not stable, because I'm not saying that the person is unstable, but, like, you know, not going through, like, mental, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say depression either, but, like, I just feel like it needs to be a requirement before anyone undergoes serious body enhancement surgery. There needs to be, like, a mental health check, like, making sure the person is not going through trauma. Because people want to change their body for different reasons. Some people might have been molested, might have been sexually harassed at one point in their life, and that could make them hate that body that they have and want to alter it so they can feel more confident in their body.
Yeah. I mean, my thing about the whole BBL thing is that, like, it's just I don't think it's not necessarily saying a wrong message. It's just giving the unrealistic idea of what your body should look like. Because, like, some people don't always admit that they had it done.
Yes.
So they'll say that, like, I worked out to
in
get
the
this
gym,
body.
and they didn't.
I mean, but you could have worked out to get, you could have worked out, but don't say you strictly just worked out, because some of us that don't have the money to get the surgery or even think that existed would think that, oh, like, I want to look that way, but realistically, you can't look that way.
And then they go to the gym every day.
Yeah.
They buy their workout plans, and then all of a sudden, their body is not the same, and they start to feel like something is wrong with them.
Yeah.
So I think, I think a good point to make is, if you got your body done and you're like, you have influence in society, like you're a social media influencer, or you have some level of influence on people, be honest about it.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I just feel like that's because lying about it and saying you got it in the gym is only just hurting people more. Yeah.
And my thing is that, like, there are children, not like children, teenagers that are looking up to, adult like us or even older than us. So if they're seeing, like, this certain image on social media, it might make them, like, because at least for me, that's what it made me think that, like, oh, then my body is not what it's supposed to look like, or it's not the ideal way. So in a way, like, it might be sending that message that, like, oh, you should want to change your body because this is what society want. So, like, not being careful about the message that's being sent about that.
Yeah. I don't. It's a deep one. Yeah. I really feel like everyone has to do the work within themselves to love themselves, but I feel like society also plays a major role in how people view themselves. Like, it's becoming normal now to have a BBL, and then it's becoming unnormal or irregular to have a normal body. Yeah. And that's crazy.
I know, like, but then how do we normalize just being confident in your own body and, loving your own body? Because I need to know that too.
I just feel like more of us just needs to go out there and let it be known that it's whatever shape, size you are. It's okay. Love yourself. Even if your shape and size is still in transition, even if you're still working on having a better body and a better you. Yeah. It's okay to still love that body that you're trying to change. Yeah. So I feel like there needs to be more people, like, preaching body positivity. Right. Yeah. I don't think there's enough of it.
Yeah. And also maybe, like, people to also talk more about, like, because everybody has body issues, whether
no one is really talking about it.
So maybe more people need to talk about, like, I mean, I don't like this about myself, but I still love who I am. Maybe we need to hear more about that message that we all don't just love our body positive, but there's still some things that we feel insecure about. Yeah.
That's a good point, because I feel like when someone does say, oh, I don't like my body, or I want to change my body, I'm working out, people tend to think, oh, that person has low self-esteem. And I don't personally think that because you want to change your body, or you want to lose weight, or you want to gain weight, that means you have low self-esteem. No. Because I don't have low self-esteem. I love myself. I know I look good. But I still want to enhance and make so just more, like, awareness about let's talk about it, like, because there's always that everybody has that one thing, in my opinion, especially in the Black or African community, especially, they don't talk about that a lot. Because
expand on that,
because I feel like back home in Africa, women already come in, like, either you come in a curvy shape, or you come like what they call them, like skinny, right? And then this is okay deep. Do we have time for this? Because I feel like it's even frowned upon to be skinny. Like, they always say, oh, you look like you have HIV. Are you not eating? Yeah. And then when you're not gaining weight, you put on weight though. What are you eating? What's your weight? So it's like, which one do you want me to have? Yeah,
there's always this standard. Like, I can't be too skinny, and if I'm too fat, they say, oh, get too thick.
Because and that's the thing. You cannot go to an event and an African auntie will not see you and not say,
like, you have put on.
You have put on weight, so we need to watch yourself. You that are talking to me, how much do you weigh?
Yeah.
I know, but let's be honest. The auntie that tell you that you have put on, how much does that auntie
Oh my
weigh?
gosh, I experienced this one time where I went to, like, regular Nigerian party, and this lady told me, wow, you have put on, like, she told me that I gained weight. So
disrespectful.
And that rude. Was, she told me I gained weight, and I remember just being, like, down the entire time.
See?
Like, the entire event after that. Because then I was not evaluating what I looked like. I didn't eat at the event at all because I was like, oh my gosh, did I really, like, gain weight? So I remember going home and, like, talking to my sister, do you think I gained weight? And I remember, like, just focusing on those words that she said, like, oh my God, like, I put in on my clothes again. Like, I think I weighed myself, like, every single day that week. Just being so insecure. Like, if she noticed it, who else noticed I gained weight?
You see why we need to watch what we say?
So, like, that really got to me where, like, I'm very sensitive. I'm not very sensitive about it, but when you just come to me randomly and say,
yeah, because you're already battling that in yourself.
I already have, like...
So now someone else is coming to, like, enhance the battle that you're already having within yourself. Yeah. And that's not okay.
In the Nigerian culture, it's very common. Like, there's certain things to say and certain things not to say. You know what I mean? Like, what if I was going through something? Like, you don't know that?
The thing is, what if you have health issues?
Yeah, like, you don't know that?
There's some woman, or even, there's another one too, going to someone and being like, oh, how far along are you? What if she has fibroids? But there's so many, we really need to be careful about the way we speak to women about their bodies. Yeah. And how, because why is it so easy for people to comment on women's body, but it's not the same for men? Yeah. Like, we really need to change the culture. I feel like there needs to be, like, educational workshop and classes, especially for our African aunties and uncles, of what to say and what not to say to a woman about her body. Yeah. Yeah, and I really hope that our generation and future generations can start to change the culture about it, so we can have more confident people on earth. Yeah, and, like, the thing about, like, different body types also is somebody can be really, really skinny or the ideal body standard and still not be healthy. And somebody can be curvy and what you don't think it's, like, ideal body standard and be the healthiest person ever. Yeah. So it's kind of like, you can't always look at the appearance. Just because somebody looks skinny or fit doesn't mean they're eating right, they're exercising, or they're doing all the things you should. But someone that's, like, I guess not the quote-unquote ideal, could be, like, working out daily, lifting weight, cardio, eating right, healthy Monday through Saturday, whatever, and they're, looked at differently. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just that comparison there too, Bruh. We can go on. That was loaded. It is, but we gotta wrap up, so we won't make this too long. Yeah. But all in all, is love yourself, love your body in every stage that it's in. No matter if you gain 10 pounds, 20 pounds, love it in every stage. And it's okay to want to enhance and change your body and still love yourself. Yeah, definitely just be proud of your body wherever it's at. I definitely agree with that, because you will look back and be like, damn, I look good back then. What was I thinking? Literally, what were you thinking? So definitely have those moments, but definitely appreciate your body at every stage. I don't think it's something that you wake up and magically just have, but it's something to be intentional about. So be more intentional about, like, loving yourself. One key point I would say is look in the mirror and tell yourself that you a bad bee. Look in the mirror and tell, like, it doesn't make you cocky. I tell myself every single day I look good. Even when I look like a house girl, I tell myself every day. Like, my mom's tired of me. I'd be like, Mom, like, look, like, baby girl, you look. It's called faking it till you make it. Yeah. So if you're constantly telling yourself and speaking positivity into yourself, one day you're gonna believe it. Yeah. And you're gonna be like, damn, I look good. Yeah, and the thing is, people know you look good, but it's yourself that have to believe that. Yeah. And once you believe it doesn't matter what any man, any woman, any child say to you. They tell you you're ugly and you're like, oh, thank you. God loves me. Yeah. There's no one that can come to me and tell me that they don't like how I look. Thanks for your opinion. I love how I look.
Yeah. You know, I really love those that are very confident in their body. Like, they don't care who's looking.
Yeah.
They rock all types of outfit. I love that about I love that. I love to see that. And I want to be more like that.
Same.
So the mantra for this week is just love your body at whatever stage it's in and just appreciate it because God created it. It's a body. It's a temple of God. And just love on it.
Your body is a temple of God. So as long as you're doing what needs to be done to make it healthy and take care of it, baby girl, God is happy with you. God loves you. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So yeah, that concludes this week.
Thank you
guys so much for tuning in. And don't forget again to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you guys
next week. Bye.
Bye.